Hey Soul Family, welcome back to For Soul's Sake, your digital ashram where we ask the real questions. Today's episode, it's a big one. Do I need a guru?
For soul's sake, for soul's sake.
You might have wondered, can't I just read the Bhagavad Gita, watch a few spiritual TED Talks, follow some Bhakti accounts on Instagram, and call it a day? Honestly, that's where many of us start. But here's the truth. The path isn't a casual stroll. It's a climb. And as Krishna says in the Gita, just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from them submissively and render service. The self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto us because they have seen the truth. This journey isn't about collecting spiritual trivia. It's about transformation, and real transformation, that takes guidance. In Sanskrit, guru means heavy, with substance, with gravity. A guru isn't here to impress us, they're here to anchor us, to help you see what your own mind keeps hiding away. They're not here to control us, they're here to help us become free. And as Srimad Bhagavatam reminds us, the spiritual teacher opens the eyes of the blind with the torchlight of knowledge. Have you ever felt like your heart was foggy? A real guru doesn't hand you more pressure, they hand you perspective. They show you the sacred was never far, that it's within you. They just hold up the mirror. Let me get personal for a second. When I met my teacher, I was honestly quite lost. I was unclear about God, unsure about myself, and definitely not walking with much confidence on the spiritual path. But something shifted, slowly, sweetly, through devotional service, through consistent acts of kindness, and through the gentle guidance I received again and again. Truth wasn't just preached, it was lived. And that way of living, it still carries me today. It reminds me of my teacher's teacher, Srila Prabhupada, who was bold, and yes, he was deeply philosophical, but above all, he was tender. There's this story that I love. In the final days of Srila Prabhupada's life, many of his disciples were surrounding him, quietly chanting and weeping. And one devotee, overwhelmed with emotion, sat beside him and softly cried. And Prabhupada opened his eyes, weak but clear, and asked, "Why are you crying?" The devotee replied, "Because you're leaving us." And Srila Prabhupada whispered, "I will never leave you. I live forever in my books and in your heart." So back to your question, do you need a guru? Maybe a better question is, are you willing to be guided, to be softened, to let someone walk the path with you? Not for you, but with you. Because Bhakti is not about blind surrender. It's about loving trust. It's not about giving up your autonomy. It's about giving up the illusion that you've got to figure this all out alone. So here's your reflection for this week. 1. Who's helped you remember your soul? 2. Where have you resisted guidance and why? 3. Could the next step in your journey be less about doing and more about receiving? See, you're not alone on this path, and you were never meant to walk it alone. As they say in the Bhakti tradition, when the student is ready, Krishna sends the teacher. Thanks for tuning in today. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who might be seeking it too. And until next time, stay sincere, stay devotional, and remember, you're already being guided. Haribol. If you love this episode, you'll love my interview with Keshava Swami on serving others and how our life gets ironed out in the process. Go check it out.
When I have managed to find that selflessness, that sense of it's really not about me, but I'm really here as a servant to give, then I found two things happen. The first thing is that our ability to actually really serve others just expands exponentially.